Hello, everybody, and welcome to the barely wanted finale to Bigger Brain, PDAIS, Bigger Brain to give it its full title. I'm Dave, and my beautiful
I'm
co-host is Elizabeth.
I'm Elizabeth. Hello.
She was determined to say that name. Um, I'm a man of many talents, which includes one of his shoulders disappearing, apparently. This was really the wrong shirt to wear, wasn't it?
Getting on for I don't know a really long.
Nobody paying attention to it. Um, I got a T-shirt in the colour Norwegian blue, which was the wrong one, apparently. This is a quiz show where we get people from podcasts and other stuff to answer questions on things that they have some degree of knowledge of, um, and then just general stuff that we're going to ask them about. We have got the winners of our two previous rounds, which are Mr. Thomas, who is from PDAIS, if he does any podcasts. So, did you receive the answers earlier, Thomas? And Mr. Paul from the Pharos Project.
Good evening.
And we have bringing up the glamour section. We have the glorious Miss Kirsty from the 20 megabyte podcast Cultdom Collective. Any others you're doing at the moment?
No, that's about it. Just theater.
Theatre.
Yeah, local theater.
Just Kirsty. Sorry, we've just started doing a rewatch of Will and Grace. It was not my idea. Anyway, we are here now to look at these questions. Now, we are starting off with Miss Kirsty, who is the first one. And your specialist round is the Six Doctors years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start my phone up. And we are ready to go now. Who wrote Attack of the Cybermen?
Pass. Kyber. Sorry, I never said that.
That's actually probably the correct response to give to that one. What was Colin Baker about to say at the end of The Trial of a Time Lord?
Kyber.
Who designed the Sixth Doctor's coat?
A lady. I thought we were going to have story questions.
Who was set to direct Yellow Fever and How to Cure It?
Kyber.
With which companion did the Sixth Doctor first interact in Dimensions in Time?
Ace.
Correct. Which former producer wrote the script for and novelization of the cancelled episode The Nightmare Fair? Former producer. It narrows it down for you.
Turner?
No. Graham Williams. There is talk that John Nathan Turner considered which actor to play the mutant at the start of Revelation of the Daleks?
Kyber.
According to Pip and Jane Baker's novelization of Time of the Rani, what caused the Sixth Doctor to regenerate?
Bumping his head on the console.
Oh, there was a specific word in.
A specific word?
Let her have it. It was tumultuous buffeting, but we'll let you have it. What was the first Big Finish audio to feature the Sixth Doctor?
The Keys of Mariner? No, Kyber.
Okay.
Move on.
The Sixth Doctor appeared in a mini episode on Jim Will Fix It. What was the name of this mini episode?
Fix for Some Turns.
Correct. I started. Shut up.
That was horrendous.
Okay,
right.
So
You've got 3 correct, and you passed
I'm sorry,
on.
Dave.
You passed on 5, and you got 2 wrong. 3, yeah, 2 wrong.
So I got a lot of wrong.
What
So
ones
you've
did
got-
she Kyber on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 1, which was who wrote Attack of the Cybermen, which Dave has put Paula Moore. I'm sure there's a story.
Paula Woolsey.
Ian Levine.
Number 2, what was Colin Baker about to say at the end of Trial of a Time Lord? Blackpool. Who was set to direct Yellow Fever and How to Cure It? Graham Harper. There's talk that John Nathan Turner considered which actor to play the mutant at the start of the revelation of the Daleks? Sir Laurence Olivier. And what was the first Big Finish audio that featured the Sixth Doctor? The Sirens of Time.
So how many correct was that? 3.
3.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, you had to ask again.
No, I did because I wanted to make sure that I got the score down correctly.
Did you put your fingers away?
You don't want to know where. Right, so now we're going to go across to Paul.
God, here we go.
And Paul, you asked for questions relating to the RoboCop trilogy.
Yes.
We got 15 questions. We're down to 15 questions now, or 2 minutes, because nobody went beyond 15 questions previously. So, right. So your questions on the RoboCop trilogy start now. What does the ED stand for in Ed 209?
Enforcement droid.
Correct. What's the name of the Japanese company that took over OCP in RoboCop 3?
Kyber.
In RoboCop, Murphy was transferred from which other Detroit precinct?
Metro South.
Correct. What was the fourth objective?
OCP employees. You cannot arrest an OCP senior officer or something.
Close enough. Yeah, you can have that one. What was the name of the cop show that Murphy's son watched?
TJ Laser.
How did Lewis realize that RoboCop was Murphy?
Because he did the gun 12 from TJ Laser.
Correct. Which Israeli mime artist helped Peter Weller develop the movements for RoboCop?
Oh, I can't remember his name. Kyber.
Who wrote the script for RoboCop 3?
RoboCop 3?
Yeah.
Kyber.
In which category did RoboCop win an Academy Award?
Makeup.
Sound effects editing. Who or what is Nuke?
A drug.
Correct. What was the name of the range of action figures based on the character and produced by Kenner?
Nuke. Kyber. Nuke.
In RoboCop 3, Nico programs RoboCop to be as loyal as what?
Kyber.
Who designed the RoboCop suit?
Robertine.
Correct. Who provided the voice for Ed 209?
Ed Newmeyer?
No, it was the film producers, John Davidson. And you've actually made it through to the 15th question, quite embarrassingly enough. True or false? Peter Weller was a member of the Style Council.
True.
False. It was Paul Weller.
All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct. And you passed on
I just go home.
5. No, there's a general round yet to go. You could win back all your points.
Yeah.
Okay, so you passed on. What was the name of the Japanese company that took over OCP in RoboCop 3? The Kanamitsu Corporation? Which Israeli mime artist helped Peter Weller develop the movements for RoboCop? Moni Yakim. Who wrote the script for RoboCop 3? Frank Miller and Fred Decker.
I think Drecker was more accurate than that script.
What was the name of the range of figures based on the character and produced by Kenner in 1988? RoboCop and the Ultra Police.
God.
And in RoboCop 3, Nico programs RoboCop to be as loyal as what? A puppy.
I've only seen RoboCop 3 once.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
So how many correct was that, please?
That was 7 correct.
Thank you. I like to think that right now Sean is remembering what what Kirsty said about his performance previously.
All right.
Thomas, you are the last one with the specialist round, and your questions, which in no way caused me problems compiling, were the Eurovision Song Contest 1976 to 1997. You only have yourself to blame. Okay, and your 2 minutes starts now. Who was the choreographer for the Brotherhood of Man?
No idea. Kaiba.
Brotherhood of Man beat Coco in a song for Europe. With which song did Coco represent the UK in 1978?
Bad Old Days.
Correct. Which country made their Eurovision debut in 1980?
Morocco.
Correct. Spanish duo Baccara represented which country in the 1978 Eurovision Song Contest?
Luxembourg.
Correct. Johnny Logan has performed or written 3 Eurovision winners, which is the only one that he both wrote and performed.
That would be Hold Me Now 1987.
You may get Dr. Point for being so smug. Ireland hosted the Eurovision Song Contest 6 times between 1976 and 1997. See Father Ted for further information. 5 times it was in Dublin. Where was the contest held in 1993?
Mill Street.
Correct. Ireland won the Eurovision Song Contest for 3 successive years during this time period, 92 to 94. Which country won for 2 successive years?
Israel.
Yep. Andy Hill wrote and produced the 3 number 1 wrote 3 number 1s for Bucks Fizz, the 1981 winner Making Your Mind Up, and which 2 other tracks?
My camera has my camera never lies, and In the Land of Make Believe.
Correct.
Very
Bastard. 2 songs received Neil Poy in 1997. Name either of them.
97.
Yes.
Kaiba.
The English language version of the 1982 winner reached number 1 in the UK. What was the original German title?
Ein bisschen Frieden.
Correct. Switzerland won in commence, so I will conclude. Switzerland won in 19. Shut up. Yes. Switzerland won in 1988 with a song in French sung by which Canadian?
Celine Dion.
Correct.
Very good. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 correct, and 2 passes, which were who was the choreographer for Brotherhood of Man, which was Guy Lutman, and the 2 songs that received Nil Pois in 1997 were San Francisco by Tori Endrinson from Norway, and Antes du Adis, I'm sure I'm butchering that,
Just do a Deutsch.
by Celia Lawson from Portugal.
It's a special skill to be smug when you've just been.
Before we leave this, I have a question for you about Eurovision. Before we're done, Thomas.
Is there a bonus point?
No. We have a guy here.
But for Paul.
We have a guy who's here who's written Eurovision songs for Ireland.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Interesting.
But I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the, get things thrown at me.
All right. So Dave and I are switching roles for the general round. So I'll be reading the questions and he'll be keeping track of points. But again, the rules are the same, 15 questions or 2 minutes, whichever comes first. And are you still keeping time, Dave, or do you want me to do that?
I can do the time because I'm clearly so good at it.
It's your favoriteest thing ever, right?
Gee willikers.
How many
I'm
questions?
so happy.
I have a question before we start.
Yes.
How many of those questions are in this?
He can neither confirm nor deny. All right. Are we ready? We're going to
Okay.
go in the same
We'll
round.
go anyway.
Same way. Kirsty, Paul, and then Thomas. Okay. And you got the time?
I got that. I'm waiting for you to say you're starting.
Okay,
You got the
I'm
place.
starting now. So, number 1, in Parks and Recreation, what is the name of the game Ben creates while
Kyber.
he is unemployed? In Marvel's Agent Carter, which premiered in 2015, who played Agent Peggy Carter?
Kyber.
Who sang lead vocals for Men at Work?
Kyber.
In the movie Monsters, Inc., who was big and tall with blue fur and purple spots?
Oh God, I can't think of anybody's name right now. John Goodman.
Well, sure. It was Sully. What song connects Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana?
Candle in the Wind was reworked by Elton John for the funeral of Princess Diana.
Yes, that's right. On the TV
That's
show
pretty close.
Matlock, what was Matlock's first name?
Bob.
Benjamin.
Guy Madlock!
What was the name of Mulan's horse in the Disney movie
Kyber.
Mulan? What character in the 2014 film A Million Ways to Die in the West is from Back to the Future
Kyber.
trilogy? On Buffy the Vampire Slayer, what is Willow's
Kyber.
last name? Who is the last Beatle to get married for the first time?
Kyber.
What 1988 movie was Ricky Lake's debut?
Hairspray.
Good. Paul McCartney and Wings wrote and performed music for which James Bond movie?
Live and Let Die.
Very good. What is the favorite show of the boys on South Park?
Those two Canadian Muppets. Kyber.
What relation are Benjamin Bunny and Peter Rabbit?
Kyber.
What was the last all black and white film to win the Best Picture Oscar?
Kyber.
Okay, and that's it.
Oh, but it's probably Schindler's List, right?
No, that was mostly black and white, but it did have color
Okay.
sequences. So that one,
Shut up.
after Dave is
hate
done
you.
fighting
I
with
hate
it.
you
I
so
gotta-
much.
I have to let everybody know I got a huge score on that one of Kybers. Kyber count is like way up. I'm like, what's the point? Nope. Nope.
Okay, so you got 4 points in that round. You passed on 6,
Kyber, you mean?
10. You kybered on 10. Okay, in Parks and Recreation, everybody knows this one. In Parks and Recreation, what's the name of the game that Ben creates while he's unemployed? It's the Cones of Dunshire. I bet you feel silly now. In Agent Carter was played by Haley Atwell.
That's I should have got that one, but
Colin Hay was the lead singer with Men at Work.
Yeah, now that you say it.
The Mulan's horse was Khan.
Sorry.
The Back to the Future character in A Million Ways to Die in the West was Doc Brown. Willow's last name in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is Rosenberg. The last beat, you should have gone for the Beatles. You got a 1 in 4 chance. The last Beatle to get married for the first time was Paul. The 2 Canadian Muppets are Terence and Philip.
That's them.
Benjamin Bunny and Peter Rabbit are cousins. And please bear with me. The last all black and white film to win the Best Picture Oscar was The Apartment. Schindler's List had the little girl wearing the red coat.
All right.
Haven't seen it.
So you are currently at 7 points.
Last, I think, is the name for that.
Well, currently.
The
All
people
right.
may annoy me with the answers they give, and I may take points off them.
I think he's looking at you, Murphy.
He's a fickle quizmaster.
I'm just a kid.
All right, Paul, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait, say, oh, bugger. Yeah, I am.
All right, and so we shall begin. In The Silence of the Lambs, what city is Dr. Lecter imprisoned in?
Kyber.
Who played Carl Spackler in the film Caddyshack?
Bill Murray.
Good. How many Marines were sent to fight the aliens in the 1986 hit movie Aliens?
12.
Close. 11. In Skyfall, what was the name of the casino in Macau where Bond met Servine?
Kyber.
Which band were the members of New Order first in?
Joy Division.
Very good. What was Inspector Gadget's evil counterpart's full name?
Dr. Claw? I don't know.
You got it. What is Gary Oldman's character's code name in the 2011 spy drama Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
Pass.
In the
Kyber.
movie Rocky, what is the name of Rocky's dog?
Rocky.
No, Butkus. Who played the lead in Bad Teacher?
Cameron Diaz.
Good. For what TV series did Peter Dinklage win an Emmy in 2018?
Game of Thrones.
Yes. In Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, how does Jason come back to life?
That's Bolt of Lightning.
Yes, good. The 1922 film Nosferatu was remade in 1979 with which actor playing the bald...
Kinski.
Good. Which British TV show recorded the largest audience for a single episode with over 30 million viewers?
Only Fools and Horses?
Close. EastEnders on Christmas Day 1986. Which Black Eyed Peas song won the 2005 Grammy?
Kyber.
In Alien, John Hurt's character has an alien burst from his chest, much like the heartburn caused by eating the world's hottest pepper known as what?
Ghost.
Carolina Reaper. But ghost peppers are super spicy. All right. How did he do?
That was 7 there. You kybered on 4. The Silence of the Lamb, Lecter is imprisoned in Baltimore. The casino in Skyfall was the Golden Dragon Casino. Let me see. No, wait a second. Did he answer the question about the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, or did you pass?
Kybered.
You kybered. Okay. Well,
You're on mute, love.
well, being married to you is what I get used to. It's my natural state of being. The Black Eyed Peas song, which won the Grammy in 2005, was My Humps. And I was going to offer bonus points if you could tell us what you're going to do with all your junk.
I don't know. Same as I do with it now.
That's as close as I get to doing anything to do with contemporary songs.
Hang on,
so that
what
currently,
was what was Smiley's code name in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
Beggar Man.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we're back to you, Thomas. And are you ready, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas, you ready?
No.
Good. Quick, get him while he's not ready.
And away we go. On Friends, what distinctive feature does Chandler have on his body?
Third nipple.
Good. Who put out the hit single I Want to Know What Love Is in 1985?
Chicago.
Foreigner.
Oh.
Which color is a weakness of the titular character in Green Lantern?
Yellow.
Good. What movie, Groundhog Day, was directed... the movie Groundhog Day was directed by whom?
Kyber.
In The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, who cut the One Ring from Sauron's hand?
Kyber.
In 1974, Elton John formed his own record label called what?
Rocket.
Good. Weebles wobble, but they don't do what?
Fall down.
Who sang the Ally McBeal theme song?
Kyber.
In which 2001 movie did John Lithgow play the character Lord Farquaad of Dulac?
Kyber.
In the song, what does WAP stand for?
Kyber.
For what film did Meryl Streep win her first Oscar?
Kramer versus Kramer.
Good. What is the nanny's full name from the TV show?
You mean not just Fran Fine?
Yeah, Fran Fine. Yep. Well, first and last. Yeah. The musical version of Pygmalion is known as?
My Fair Lady.
Good. Hollyoaks creator Phil Redmond was also behind which other British soap that aired for 21 years until 2003?
Brookside.
Good. In the final season of Parks and Recreation, what is the name of the tech company that moves into town?
Who knows? Nobody watches it. Did I get that right?
No, it's Grizzle.
No, in fact, you lost several points there.
All right. How did Thomas do?
Oh, atrociously. He was doing really well, and he gave that cheeky answer at the end, and he got all his points. Okay, he got a total of 8 there, bringing his score up to 17.
Yes.
You passed on, or you kybered. I've got to remember my own things. The one who cut the one ring from Soren's hand was Ilsador.
Okay.
Groundhog Day was directed by Harold Ramis. Vonda Shepherd sang the Ally McBeal theme song.
Ah.
Lord Farquaad is in Shrek.
Yes.
Grizzle is the name of the tech company in the final series of Parks and Rec.
Yeah, but no one watches it, so.
And WAP stands for Wet Ass Pussy. Now, I want to explain to you, Thomas, because this may confuse you. It's about a cat that jumps on the back of a donkey and takes it for a car wash.
Okay, if you say so.
Why did I agree to this?
So, the final scores are Kirsty, you got 7.
Yay!
But it was a magnificent 7. Paul, you got a highly respectable 14.
Well done.
And
Feeling
Thomas,
highly
you're a
respectable
smart
team.
ass git with 17.
Woohoo! Huzzah!
You had to do this just to prove that?
No, everybody knows. So that is it. We may do these again in the future. We may.
All right. Your
Maybe not
timer at
Thomas.
your timer at the top says remaining meeting time a minute.
I know. That's why I'm trying to wrap these things up quickly.
Okay.
So
Plus, he's
thank
off
you.
to another podcast thing later.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this and thank you to everybody participating in this. We are looking other stupids that we can do in the future. Don't forget the Cultdom Collective, brilliant. 20 megabyte podcast, brilliant. Pharos Project, irresponsible. PDAIS, the best. We're off now because in a while, Siobhan, who does the Flashing Blade as a Twitch and then puts up on YouTube, is doing a special show. So we're sponsored by anybody. We're sponsored by the Flashing Blade. Now, bugger off, you lot. Go away.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.